Here we go, the Pompey Pod with Mike and Dan. This is the final Pompey Pod of the Euros. What a Euros it's been.
Yeah.
It's official, Dan. It's official. Football is not coming home. It is not coming home. What did you think of the game?
Well, I was thinking that game, Mike. Yeah, it was just as expected, wasn't it, really? I didn't think we'd beat Spain, but I don't know. It's just, I blame one man. The whole
You
defeat.
blame one man in particular.
Yeah.
Who would that man be?
Kane, Mike. Harry Kane.
Harry Kane. Okay.
Do you understand why?
Go on.
Because, okay, right. So, if you're injured, which is what a lot of articles are saying, that he was injured, he's not fully fit, etc., etc. Why are you playing? Why are you playing in a tournament? Why, if we're the best king squad in the Euros, why are we not replacing him? Because we've got the best squad, haven't we, Mike? We've got the best players. We've got competition. Blah, 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 blah. And why, if you're playing Spain, who are a renowned good footballing team, surely it's basics, isn't it? It's under 11 stuff. It's under 11 stuff to start defend from the front, is it not? So why for 60 minutes of a game are we letting Harry Kane just do his fake, I'm not going to go anywhere near the player, but I'm going to jog a little bit, not close down any angles, not put any pressure on their goalkeeper or their defenders. And they were literally just walking it to the halfway line in the first half. And then the attacks would start from there. I know they didn't create much in that first half, but it was just, what is your purpose in being here? Because we can't play it. We could only play the ball long because Spain were doing what we were doing and defending from the front. Morata was putting the pressure on. Any time Pickford had the ball and played it out to Walker, to Shaw, to whoever, they would immediately put pressure on us. We'd have to go back to Pickford. Pickford would play it long to who? Harry Kane. What's the point? Not doing anything. So there you go. That's who I blame. I just don't understand it. I just don't understand. And I don't understand how, if you're a professional footballer and you're the captain and you're the leader of your team and you're the example to be setting, why are you not doing anything? Why are you not putting any effort in? Why are you not helping your teammates out? And why is your manager not going, oh, guys, I think Kane, should we take him on? Or let's not start him. Oh, but it's Harry. You can't drop Harry. You can't drop him. We can't drop him. Can we? He'll solve it. He'll get upset. So there's my opinion. Also, when Manu off, did you see when Manu came off? And he got a
I did, but
handshake from whoever was sitting next to Kane, and Kane was just sat there looking at the floor. And I thought, there's your captain, ladies and gentlemen. Don't stand up and congratulate the 19-year-old that's just come off and just had a pretty good tournament. Did play particularly well last night, but you just sit there looking at the floor, mate. Don't do your leadership bit and shake his hands, give him a hug, just let someone else do it.
So Kane's to blame in your view.
Well, I think he was a lot. Well, I do think he was a lot of the problem.
Yeah.
And it's the first goal came from him again. Immediately after half time, you think, oh, he's had a bottle of cop. Yeah, he's had a rest. He's had an energy bar, so he'll be fine for the first 5 minutes. But no, they could just roll it out to their defenders and walk it up the pitch and pull us to one side, and then Walker's got somewhere else. Yeah. And let old Jason Lee at the back post off it in for 1-0 in the.
Walker thought he saw one of his girlfriends in the crowd wandering over. Okay, so I don't disagree with you. However, I do think surely somebody else takes responsibility for that. It's been quite apparent all the way through us when it's the tournament. And one of the things I'm hearing today is that we were just a little bit too tired by the time we got to the final, a little bit too tired. But again, we played the same 11 players pretty much every single match. So didn't we have the best squad in the tournament? So therefore, why are they tired? Why are we not mixing up? Why are we not playing against some of these so-called weaker nations? Why are we not, trying out other players for more minutes, like your Cole Palmers, like your Anthony Gordon, like your Tony or Watkins or anyone really? Like I said, I don't disagree with you. I think
It's just a waste of a player. It's just a waste of a player. If he's unfit, then there's a reason for it. But if he's unfit, why are you playing him? I just don't get it.
Well, yeah, no, I agree. I would also counter having Bellingham, Foden, Saka in your side, and then not playing an attacking style, and to a lesser degree, having Cole Walker, having Luke Shaw, and not playing an aggressive attacking style. And I'll even put Kobe Manu in there because I think he got forward quite a lot and tried to get things moving, didn't he? Then having Cole Palmer come on, Ollie Watkins come on, and then scoring a goal, and then verting to type, being on top for almost 10 minutes and dominating those 10 minutes, creating some chances, and then score a goal. What do? Let's sit back. Yes, back for 15 minutes, Joey. Let's see what we do. Because we're only playing against one of the best teams in the world. Surely they can't score a goal in 15 minutes, can they?
Do you really think that comes from the manager, though? Do you really think that he says, right, it's got to put the end
Well, I think you're right. No, or whether Phil Foden, I've never seen Phil Foden boost a ball away from his own 18-yard box and for Man City ever. And he's done it 3 or 4 times in this tournament. He did it once last night. And it's just like, well, you wouldn't do that because within 15 minutes, if you at half time, you're probably not coming back out. You're probably not going to play again because of that one. It's got to come from the manager. It's negative tactics. It's kind of, he's so reactive, and he don't get me wrong. Look, I'm going to caveat this. I'm going to say I think Southgate in the last 8 years has done a lot of good things.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
From a tactical point of view, think about this. Which Premier League side would want Southgate as their manager? I can't think of anybody who would go, oh yeah, we'd have Southgate as our manager. He's going to take us. He's going to take us places. Like I say, great coach, but not a leader in the sense of a football leader. He's not a tactician. He's not somebody who's going to make massive changes. Look at the Spain manager. He's never actually. I think he might have managed to build Barrel B or something like that. He's mostly been an assistant manager and an under-21s manager and stuff like that and things like that. But make the changes. I thought at half time when Rodri did come out, I thought, excellent. We've got him.
Yeah. So there we go. It's another thing that's fallen in our favour.
Yeah.
Well, Rodri's not coming out.
But within 2 minutes, we're 1-0 down.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. I must admit, I was kind of disappointed, but not overly surprised. I think it would have been almost unfair on Spain had we won yesterday because we played well. We played well for 10 minutes. And this is the thing. You look at, again, go through it: Kane, Saka, Bellingham, Foden, Rice, Walker. If you go through the whole squad, Gordon, Cole Palmer, all those players, they get into most of those international sides, and they don't suddenly become bad players. It must be down to. I thought Bellingham last night. Why was he out on the left? He looked so frustrated. He dived into so many challenges.
Yeah.
Every time he reminded me of Bruno Fernandes from Man, just throwing his arms up, looking all sulky.
Yeah, a lot with him as well since the sort of first game. I don't think he's had a very good tournament at all. I thought first game he did well. I think since then he's just strange things that he does. Like last night, I think a perfect example was when he nutmegged one player and then tried to do a little bit of skill, didn't he, and lost the ball. It's just like, that's under 11 stuff, isn't it? You've done your little bit. Just pass the ball. Just give the ball to someone else. But it's almost like he's thinking. It's almost like he's going in the back of his head. Oh yeah, I've just won the Champions League. Everyone's been saying how good I am, so I'm gonna have to do this just to prove. Just watch this.
But do you think? I think it's more a case of. I think he's thinking, okay, if I lay it back to Rice, okay, what we're then going to do is we're going to pass it back to Walker. Trippier, then we're going to pass it back in. And it's going to be another 10 minutes before we can get out of our half.
Yeah.
So, I need to try and do something to change this game. And then he ends up doing too much.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
It's just what might been, isn't it? Just what might have been if we'd been a bit more attacking. I mean, I even think that, well, no, it's easy to say in hindsight, if we'd have been more attacking and played Gordon and Palmer and all those players that we talked about, and Tony and Watkins from the start of the tournament, we might have gone out earlier. But would we be happier with that? Probably not. We'd probably still moan about that, wouldn't? Oh, why didn't he play so and so instead of players in that have hardly played? So it's a
it's a difficult one, isn't it? But I don't know. what I don't get now is obviously Southgate now is in charge of his own destiny, isn't he? He gets to choose whether he goes to the World Cup or not, which is wrong. He shouldn't get to choose that. Excuse me. In your mind, does he stay or does he go?
Well, yeah, as I've said a few times, I don't dislike Southgate, and I'm sort of sticking up for him in the last tournament. But I think in this tournament, it's just shown that I think he's probably taken him as far as he can go, unless he employs some sort of attacking coach to stand alongside him on the touchline and say, "Look, Gareth, let's do something a bit crazy here." Then just think he's just too safe.
He's just Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank's one of their coaches.
No, it's the last he walked out. Yeah, yeah. Well, there you go. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's probably
time for Jack.
Yeah.
Okay, so therefore, next question: Who comes in? Who comes in? Do they have to be English? Firstly, in your mind, do they have to be English?
I don't agree.
Do you go for best in class?
I think it would be nice to have it English, but we've always had a bit of a lack of good English managers, haven't we? So it wouldn't bother me if it's a non-English manager. It would be nice to have an English manager, but then if Guardiola says, "I'm leaving Man City and I'd like to take over the England job," couldn't you?
I did just see just the mention of you saying it.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm a little bit of weak. I'm out. Yeah, well, yeah. I don't know. Obviously, that would be the dream, wouldn't it, for Guardiola? But I think it's a massive long shot. I think the only thing you could think is, it is a big opportunity for him. It's a different sort of challenge. He's a Catalan, so he's not a massive pro-Spanish person because of the kind of almost civil war-esque situation with Catalan and Catalonia, and Spain. So that might go in his favour, but I don't know. I'd like it to be an Englishman, but you know.
Yeah. Who would you? Are we talking Potter or Howe?
I think Howe's not going to leave Newcastle unless he's pushed. So I think Potter's the only one who's available, wouldn't he?
Well, he wouldn't leave for the England job,
would he? Would he? I don't know. Maybe he would.
I'm sure he would. I think he would.
Yeah.
Well,
in that case, I'd say Eddie Howe then. I'd take Eddie Howe over Potter. But
do you know what I was even thinking last night? Even though this is not quite related to what we're just talking about, but said as this is the Pompey podcast, I was even thinking that even if we had Colby Bishop up top against Spain, I think that would be there. I think that would be better 60 minutes out of Colby Bishop than we did out of Kane.
Yeah. Well, he'd given it 100%. He would have given you he'd have pressed like a beast, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, well, I wouldn't disagree with that. I wouldn't disagree with that at all. But yeah, I don't know. It's disappointing. Ultimately, the best team won. Spain could have been 3-0 up, couldn't they? I know the saves from Pickford weren't as world class as they were making them out on the BBC.
No,
but they were decent saves. But I think there are more misses from Spain. Were they the one where Yamal came inside?
Yeah.
Particularly good finish from him, and then the other one was a decent save, but it wasn't. Like I said, it wasn't phenomenal. We just didn't test them enough, did we? Just didn't test them, and when we did, it's just like, okay, now we scored, let's relax.
Yeah. Well, it was pretty much the same as most other games, wasn't it? Hardly create anything, and then lucky to take or get a chance, and luckily we took it. But unfortunately, we couldn't take it all the way to penalties, which I think was what the idea was.
The plan, it's the brands playing for penalties. Okay, well, speaking of penalty, let's move on to our little score prediction game. Dan, we predicted the two semi-finals. You went Spain to beat France. I went France to beat Spain. So you got the point there. Wasn't the exact score, but you got the point there. So that's you ahead there, 9-6. England, we both went for a score draw and pens, which had it not been for Watkins, I think it probably would have gone that way, wouldn't it? Yes, you put England to go through. So you did have the correct final with Spain versus England. And you said that would be a 2-1 victory to Spain. So that's 3 points for you there. So you are victorious, Dan, 12-6. So although England haven't won the Euros, you, in your own little way, have won the Euros.
Yay!
Yay!
And also won some money on Spain last night as well.
Did you?
A little. Yeah.
Did you for first score, or would you go correct score?
Just on a bet builder. So Spain to win over 2 goals. Certain players to have shots, lots of corners, which was good because there was loads of corners last night, made mainly for Spain.
Yeah, lovely. Well played. Well played.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's the Euros over and done with. Spain have beaten England in the final 2-1. Where's the next World Cup, do you know?
World Cup.
Do you know? This is probably some
The next
mistakes,
Euros.
that's Spain.
Or was it? Or was the World? We haven't got the World Cup, have we?
No,
The next Euros is England, Ireland, Scotland, Wales, isn't it?
it is. Ah, okay.
That's not World Cup, is it? Hold on.
Don't think so.
And
Whilst you're looking that up, don't forget, Pompey Pod, you can win a Pompey 24-25 home shirt. And all you need to do is follow our Facebook page at Pompey Pod or subscribe to our YouTube channel, Pompey Pod on YouTube. And once we get to 500 subscribers on YouTube and 1,000 followers, we will be giving a shirt away to one of the 1,000 and one of the 500. Where is it?
it's really disappointing, man. Think really dry, hot. That's what you're gonna hear. Really hot, loads of nil-nils. It's Canada, Mexico, and the United States.
Right. I was going to say United States, but okay, yeah, right. Brilliant.
Right.
I think Diana Ross take the penalty at the beginning again.
We'll be out in the group stage because we're all too hot and tired.
And
Yeah,
Gordon will be burned before he even kicks a ball, and
yeah.
with his covered up ginger hair. Okay, well, that has been it for the Euros for the Pompey Pod. We will be back soon for pre-season. Pre-season kicks off next week for Pompey. Sorry, not just next week, tomorrow at Gosport. Got back from Croatia on a little warm weather training thing, and they're playing Gosport tomorrow, having a Waterlooville on Friday. So there you go. Anyone who's going down to that, enjoy the games, and we'll see you again very soon. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Cheers.
Bye.